Oh, he got down. What are you doing? He was up in the sink, looking at himself in the mirror. What a butt. What a butt. You weren't in trouble, Poet. I just thought it was cute. You don't gotta go hide in the tub. You don't gotta go hide in the tub. I just thought you were being cute.
Does this mean he likes you?
I think so. He couldn't do my work for me.
Yeah?
Yeah. Neat. Pudding box.
No, hi,
no,
Pud.
Giving you loving.
Yeah. I know. I can't. The cord won't reach you, Pud.
Oh no.
I'm playing Sims.
Yeah. What are you gonna do for work, Bud? What are you gonna work on? Gonna make a video? Gonna record something? Gonna show him your sexy voice?
Pud has a really sexy voice. He's the perfect cat for you, Adam.
Yeah.
He has a sexy voice. He likes ham. He likes bacon.
Probably like pizza.
Probably if you gave it to him.
He seems to like microphones.
Yeah. I'd say he's gotten pretty comfortable.
I would too. Makes me happy. This went way smoother than I was expecting.
What were you expecting?
I don't know. Do you want down? I got a lap. Do you need my lap? You don't know.
Bye, Pud.
You went straight down. Okay.
Yeah, where'd he go? I can't follow you. God damn it. You have a kitty now.
I got kitty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a kitty.
You happy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why does this keep happening to me? I need to get home and go pay to have a cat in my apartment. Why? Chugga chugga choo choo, get the hell out of my way. Oh well. We got the car fixed up. At least it seems to be working fine now. It was the heater core that had broken, which is just like a little radiator for the antifreeze to keep it from freezing while the heat is on. And the radiator had cracked, and so we had to replace it, but it was buried underneath all of the dash, so that required replacing the entire, or not replacing, but taking out the entire dash and front end of the car in order to get to it. So it was quite the mess, but it seems to be fine now. We got Pud the cat moved into the apartment, and he seems to be doing a bit less, he doesn't seem to be quite as stressed or anxious. And now I've got to go pay to add him to my lease, but I'm stuck behind a train. They keep playing the song, Happy Song by Bring Me the Horizon on the radio. It's very strange, but I like it a lot. So this is day one of cat ownership for me, and it's been an interesting experience. when I lived with my parents, I've lived at home with pets, basic kind of thing. The dogs my parents had were a little bit more annoying to take care of. It was kind of nice that I didn't have to do anything for Pud all day. He just kind of existed around me. That's what I always wanted about a cat when Kara basically convinced me that they were worth having. That's one of the many benefits. Not that she did anything manipulative, just when, since she had them and explained what it's like living with them over time. That's one of the things I like very much, is that he just kind of did his own thing all day, and he had food out and water out, so I checked on it every now and then, but that was it. And he's clearly getting a lot more used to the house, or to the apartment. He's just kind of been walking around and laying around and doing his own thing, scratching at a scratcher every now and then, going to the bathroom, not having any accidents so far, although he hasn't gone number 2, and that's kind of a concern. Hopefully he's not too constipated or something, but that was a big thing at Kara's house, was that he would rebelliously poop in the floor due to a bajillion different reasons. And so I'm assuming, since I haven't found any so far and that he deliberately did it out in the open, that he hasn't had any out-of-the-box goes so far, but all of his pees in there and stuff. He didn't have a whole lot of blood in his pee so far. That's kind of gross to talk about, but that's one of the concerns with his UTIs and things like that we're worried about. Kara did call and schedule a vet appointment, thankfully down the street from my apartment, for very early tomorrow morning. So we're going to go get him checked out at the vet and see what they have to say for us. And yeah, I mean, since I'm at home 24/7, and whereas Kara's, at work and school and stuff a lot, or even at her house, I'm very used to being at home alone, and the only noise that comes out is either my air conditioner, the fridge, or my own computer noise or myself. So every once in a while, with Pud, up and about doing something, it would kind of like startle me for a second, and I'd go to check see what it was, because I'm used to if there's noise, like something's falling or something. But no, it's just him doing his own thing, and so that took a little bit of getting used to, but I'm kind of cool with it now. And then he just kind of walks around, and he'll come give me lovin's from time to time, or at one point he even jumped up on my desk. But since he doesn't like being like on top of stuff or getting on top of stuff very often, I think he's only doing it because it's a new place and he's just kind of excited. He just kind of rubbed his face on everything to mark it as his, checked out my microphones and stuff, and then that was it. He was just kind of like, hey, how's it going? I gave him some petings, and he jumped back down and was good to go. And last night, I thought I'd have trouble falling asleep with him like moving around a bunch of stuff, and maybe I will on another night, but since I was so dead tired from working on my car all day and all the stress of the past few days, I fell asleep instantly. And then when I woke up this morning, it was kind of weird hearing him move around, but not a big deal overall. So he's got a little path dug out where I moved some stuff around under our bed where he can go hide if he needs to. And they actually came and did the apartment inspection today, which they're supposed to do monthly, but they only do every couple months or something. And they just happened to want to do it right as we were moving Pud in. So as soon as the plan was I wanted to make sure that he was paid for and added to my lease, and all the like boxes were checked before someone shows up in the apartment and he's in there when he's not supposed to be. That didn't work out, but I did call last night and tell them, hey, I'm adopting a cat this evening, but I won't be able to go up there and add him to my lease until, since the office would be closed until tomorrow. And they thanked me for letting them know, said that was good progress and that I was good to go. Just come up here tomorrow. So that's what I did. They actually came to do the inspection before we took Kara to school in the morning. And so she was in the shower. That was kind of awkward, but they didn't have to go in there. And Pud just kind of hid. He didn't try to escape. He didn't freak out too much about him. He just kind of freaked out. Well, I mean, he freaked out a little bit, but he just kind of went and hid under my stuff. They did their thing, swapped out the air filters, and then left. And then he just kind of looked around for a bit to make sure they were gone and ran around wherever they walked around. And then he was good to go. And so we didn't even have to put him back in the carrier to keep him locked up or anything, because they already came and did it. So once I dropped Kara off, I went and added him to my lease, $150. Non-refundable pet deposit, and we were good to go. It was not a bad day. I didn't get any work done though, between just personally wanting to keep an eye on him and talk to him and stuff, and catching up on YouTube videos I wanted to watch, and just getting generally organized. I spent some time yesterday reorganizing my bookmarks and things like that, because everyone complains that I have too many bookmarks and tabs and yada yada. I was just too tired and stressed yesterday to really be bothered to do much work, but I didn't get much done today. But I plan to do a little tonight. I'm going to do some Destiny raids with my IRL friends and get some of the Nightfall and the Destiny weekly content done, and just kind of have a relaxing rest of my day, and then I'll really start kicking butt the next couple days, and hopefully over the weekend to catch up a little bit. But first day of owning a cat, not going too badly. Now I'm just waiting on Kara to get out of school. We'll head back home and figure out what we're doing for dinner and be good to go. I do like having him around though. I thought it'd take a lot of getting used to, and it didn't take much getting used to at all. I guess again, because I've lived with dogs for a while. And then it was just kind of nice having him there to talk to. Like, whenever I'd move around a lot, he'd come up and meow at me and try to talk to me and get me to pet him a bunch. And then whenever I'd walk into a room and he's just kind of hanging out, I'd just be like, hey, how's it going? And he'd just be like, meow. And that's it. And it was just kind of cool having company that didn't require constant attention or letting in and out of the apartment. Like at the house, I kept having to let the dogs out to go to the bathroom and stuff. He just did his own thing. Now, his litter box is in our bathroom where our dirty clothes hamper used to be. And I put down trash bags so in case he had accidents, it didn't ruin the new floor. My phone crashed. My phone just crashed. My Galaxy Note 5 just overheated. It got scalding hot to the touch on the camera part, on the back camera, not the front camera, which is what I'm using, where all the heat generates and stuff, and just totally crashed and restarted. That was weird. But anyway, his litter box is in the bathroom, in between the toilet and the sink where our laundry hamper used to go. And I put down some trash bags and stuff so that, if he pees in the floor, it doesn't ruin the brand new floor in the apartment and things like that. But whenever he jumps out of the litter box, he brings a bunch of the litter granules with him. And so Now there's constantly litter granules all over the bathroom floor, which can kind of hurt to step on barefoot and just generally kind of sucks. So I gotta get used to that and be sweeping like twice a day. But other than that, going pretty well. I can't stop recording. If you're seeing this, I cannot stop recording. What is wrong with my phone? I can't even like go home, hit the home button or nothing. What the hell? Save me, my phone is taking over.